A Rice Lake, Wisconsin woman gets a rug burn after tripping over her dog, and it landed her in the ICU, actually fighting for her life.
Yeah, this is a crazy story. Doctors say it's an illness most of us have had at one point or another, and it almost killed her.
Okay, Carter, do you want to put this in the microwave?
Yeah. Raising 3 boys on her own.
There you go.
Means Alicia Kennan can't let a little ache or pain slow her down.
Woke up, felt it, right away, and seemed odd, but I just got up, got ready, went to work.
But in June 2015, her instincts told her that a sharp pain under her armpit was serious, and she rushed to the hospital.
The nurse knew right away and the doctor knew right away that something was, seriously wrong.
Within days, Kennan was bleeding internally. Her lungs were filling with fluid, her vital organs starting to fail, and her limbs were turning black. Doctors told her family to say their goodbyes.
They had told my family to, that there wasn't a clear answer and they weren't sure what it was and that I was losing the battle.
But when one of her boys started complaining of a sore throat, the doctors finally had the clue they needed.
At that time, they tested all 3 of my boys and all 3 of them were positive for strep throat.
Kennan was diagnosed with Group A strep toxic shock syndrome. The same bacteria that had made her boys sick had gotten into her bloodstream through a small rug burn on her shoulder.
Went from rug burn to barely being alive, within a week's time.
Dr. Stacine Moroshik with Hennepin Healthcare says while it's quite rare, when it happens, it comes on quickly.
Everybody has staph and strep living on their skin, and you get an opening and you may just be unlucky enough to get a toxin-containing germ, or you may be unlucky enough or lucky enough to get just a regular one and your body's immune system's able to fight it and control it.
You could set the table.
While Kennan is free of the infection today, the effects of toxic shock will be with her forever.
I couldn't wrap my head around how I've been through all this. Now you're going to start taking my limbs from me.
All of her fingers and toes had to be amputated. And just a few months ago, what she hopes is the last of it. The loss of her right leg below the knee.
Somebody sees this and is able to say, hey, now I've never heard of that and I've heard of that now and be aware of it. It makes a difference for me.
A rare occurrence that she hopes will stop with her. Dr. Moroshik of Hennepin Healthcare says there's really no surefire way to prevent toxic shock via strep, but immediately washing all cuts and scrapes with soap and water can help.